How you doing, folks? Joe Value here for Cold Beer Sports on Wednesday morning with just a one selection for today. The ever changing ground conditions, you just have to just be a little bit patient, I think, sometimes, and just give the form a chance to settle down a bit, you know. So that's my plan for today anyway, and I just picked out the one horse that I think will be really well suited by conditions, whereas the favourite maybe not as much. So in the 5-0, I'll just touch on tomorrow or yesterday, sorry, before I get on to today's selection. Yesterday started off okay. Norley was second. He's definitely a horse that's going to win off that kind of handicap mark. That's our plan, you know, to identify young, progressive horses that will do a bit of damage off their handicap mark, as I say. And he should, he should be winning pretty soon. You couldn't say much with the fog, in fairness, at Exeter yesterday, but the bit we did see, you know, he was definitely a clear second. I think it was 9 lengths back to the third. He just popped, you know, he just met up bumped into a horse that is just as progressive as he is, and I'm sure the connections would be very happy with Norley's run, and won't be long about getting him in the winner's enclosure. My second selection, Sea Appeal, he was disappointing. Probably, you know, the big, raw, young horse got bogged down a bit on the ground. Did get very heavy there at Gorham Park. So, you know, he's probably going to have a break. Now, I see he's actually entered for today as well in Navan. Obviously, you know, he'll be pulled out now before 10 o'clock. I'll be shocked if they went again with him. But, yeah, he's probably next year's horse now, isn't he? He'll just have his winter break and come back then. A bigger, stronger horse, and you know, I still think he's a big future. I wouldn't be worrying about one poor run. You have to forgive these horses, especially one as promising as him. Okay, so moving on to today in the 5:05 at Worcester, a horse called the Grand Visir, ridden by Charlie Todd today for Ian Williams. You know, he's very consistent, strong staying type on the flash. Ran in all them really good cup races, the stayers races, and he did run a cracker over hurdles one day at Cheltenham last season against a horse of Kim Bailey's called Do We Know, that won the race. This lad led them. That was a good field now. This lad led them all a merry dance. Just got caught there going into the last hurdle, but still in all, like, you know, he only seems to have one danger today, and that would be a Kim Bailey horse. But that horse is having his first run of the year, whereas this lad is mad fish, and I can just see him popping out there today and making this a really good test. It's 2 miles 7, and the ground is changed to soft, which should be no problem to him whatsoever. The favourite, you'd be wondering, like, you know, having his first run of the year, has not actually proven over this sort of trip. Ran very well over 2.5 miles in Navan, alright, and a cracking maiden. Definitely the form choice here. But as I say, you know, first time over, first run of the year, and first time over this trip, I'm willing to oppose him, and I go along with the Grand Visir there, who should be around the 2-1 mark, and I make him a 2-point win. I think he'll take loads of beating. I was contemplating putting up a horse called Swift Flight at Navan, who I tipped last time out, and he done us a good favour, but it's just like the way things are now with the ground, you know. He's carrying 10 stone, he's only a young horse, might get a bit bogged down. Be interesting to see how he runs. But as regards tipping up a winner, I think this the Grand Visir is it. So 5:05 Worcester, Grand Visir, 2-point win in around the 2-1 mark. So if you don't mind, just give the old channel a loud like there, subscribe, and maybe get the word around, because we're the best around on YouTube, as we've proved for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 months more. Anyway, thanks a million. Joe Value for Cold Beer Sports on YouTube. All the best.